Hello everyone. I don't have anything planned for this video. I'm just gonna record what I feel and all that, and well, not more of what I feel, like a message for you guys, because there's probably some of you who struggle with these thoughts. I know I do from time to time, and I want you guys to know you're not alone. A lot of us, whenever we go through something heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, or emotionally devastating, we will just shut down completely. We'll lock up. We don't want anyone around us. We push away our friends, we push away our family, and we just isolate ourselves. And we just sit there, a prisoner of our own mind. And we sit there and we wonder, what did I do wrong? Did I cause this? Was this my fault? How could I have done something better? It wasn't your fault. 90% of the time, it's not going to be your fault when something happens like that. A lot of the things that happen with that regard come from situations that are out of your control. Granted, let's say that if you broke up with someone or you just escaped an emotionally abusive relationship, that's a different story, because a breakup is a mutual agreement, and sometimes it's settled peacefully, sometimes it's a bit rough, and sometimes it's just violent anger. In which case, yeah, that's an exception. You both would be in the wrong there. But that's besides the point. An emotionally abusive relationship, what makes that set aside is the person you're with, the person who's emotionally abusing you and manipulating you and all of that, they're going to make you feel like you were in the wrong. They're going to make you feel like you messed up. And that's hurtful. That's wrong. I despise anyone who does that. If you do that to someone else, you've lost all my respect. I have none for you. I have no respect at all whatsoever. Human beings are precious. All of you are precious. You're priceless, valuable individuals. And I know a lot of you guys struggle with heartbreak and a lot of the things other people struggle with, like what I do. I've struggled with emotions and expressing myself and all of that, and I sometimes feel like that's not really fair. I have a hard time fully expressing my emotions to people I care about, people I love, and I end up putting myself in a loop. I end up thinking that that's not fair to them. That's wrong. I should be able to give them 100%, but for some reason I can't. And I think I know the reason behind that, or I have a pretty good idea of it. Whenever you go through something traumatic and all of that, it affects your mind in some way or another, which is why they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The more things you go through, the more experience you gain, the better you can handle a similar situation later, or you can give people advice on how to deal with a situation like that and all of it. And the point is, I feel like that whenever you go through something like that, whenever I went through something traumatic and all of that, I personally shut down. I didn't want anyone around me. I was aggressive to my friends as well. I pushed them away. I yelled at them. I wasn't very kind to them. And it was all because I was hurting, and instead of asking for help, I isolated myself. I lashed out irrationally. And that's the thing. That's what happens. Whenever you get distressed or something, you will naturally want to isolate. You don't want to be around people. But you're alienating yourself from your support. You're isolating yourself from people who care about you. You need to be around them. You don't have to push your friends away. You can talk to them, and you might be thinking, well, what if they don't understand me? What if no one can help me and all of that? What if I'm just stuck like this? you're not going to be stuck like that forever. Yes, it hurts in the moment, and it's probably going to hurt for a long time, but you're not stuck like that. You don't have to be stuck in that mindset and all of that. Your friends are there to care for you, to support you, to be there for you. And maybe they won't understand, and that's okay. But they'll be there for you. They'll be there to lift you up in your darkest moments. And if you hit rock bottom, you can only go up. That's the thing. There's nowhere to go but up once you hit the bottom. And I'm sorry to everyone who's going through something tough right now and you feel like you're isolated. You feel like you can't fully express yourself to people. You hide everything inside and you put up this wall, this fortress around you to keep people from breaking in. You have to keep this image and all of that. The way that I describe that as is if you're putting on a play, you're an actor of sorts. You put on your costume, you put on your mask, and you go out and you do your play. You have to play your part, and that's what we all think. That's a lot of things that we think. That's a lot of things all of us think. Whenever we go through something, none of us wants anyone to see us broken. We don't want people to see us in a state of emotional disarray because we believe that I'm tripping over my word. We believe that makes us appear weak. It doesn't. It's okay to express your emotions. And to all you men out there, yes, I'm calling you out specifically because I am one of you, and I know how we work. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show your emotions. You don't have to be this steel impenetrable wall that nothing can get through and all of that. That's not what you should be. You should be a supportive, caring, kind older brother or partner or husband. One of those things. Any of those things. And you can't be caring and kind without showing your emotions, as your emotions are the most extreme depth of your devotion and your caringness towards people. I struggle with that a lot, showing emotions. I said this earlier, but I do struggle with it quite a lot, especially around people I care about. I've always had trouble expressing myself and all of that, and I'm sorry if this video seems messy, off the walls, or everywhere and all that, but I just felt like someone out there needed to hear this. Someone out there is struggling, and they're holding everything inside. They're wearing their costume, they're putting on their play, they're playing their part, they're doing their act, but on the inside, behind the curtain, behind the veil, they're hurting, they're breaking, they feel like they're about to snap. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm sorry for all that pressure that's put on you. I'm sorry for the amount of suffering you're going through. I don't really know what else to tell you other than the advice I've offered in this video. If you happen to be an acquaintance of mine, you can reach out to me and we can talk. If not, go talk to your best friend. Like the person you grew up with, your childhood best friend. If anyone would understand, they would. Or talk to your brother or your sister. You don't have to play your part every day. You don't have to go out on that stage, sit in the lights, recite your lines, and put on that play you do. You don't have to do that. It's not required. We all care about you, is what everyone would say. Everyone around you cares about you. They want you to be happy. They want you to be healthy. They want you to be who you truly are. They don't want to see the mask. They don't want to see the costume. They don't want to see you do the dance recital you've been doing day in and day out for years. They want to see their friend, their brother, or their sister, their partner or their wife, They just want to be there for you. That's all. They care about you, they love you, and they want to support you. That's all I'm gonna do for this video. Again, I'm sorry if it's messy in places, but I have this feeling in my heart that someone out there needed to hear this. There's someone struggling and all of that, and they probably feel like no one understands me or stuff to that effect, but I want you to know that I understand you. Even if you don't know me, I understand that pain that you go through, that putting on a performance thing, hiding your pain. I understand it because I was you. I've done that. I did it for years. So you're not alone. There's people who love you, people who care about you, people who support you, and people who will understand you. That's all for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.